Hi everybody, today I am in a 2014 Chevy Impala with a broken rear camera system. So as you can see, I've got like a black screen here and it says service rear vision system. I have tested all of my screen fuses and gone through here and reset the screen to make sure that is not my issue. And I've come down to it being the rear camera is bad. So I'm going to show you guys how to replace that today and hopefully it fixes our issue. So the first thing I'm going to do is, this is the camera right here. So we have to pop apart the inner trunk liner here. So we've got a couple pins here, here, and along the edge. And then we have a screw right in here. So I'm going to grab some panel poppers and a little screwdriver to get started on that. So I've got some assorted plastic panel poppers here, a couple screwdrivers, and my trusty little flathead. All right, I popped the little cover off in here, and this is a 7mm bolt we're gonna have to take out. But right now I'm gonna pop out the rest of the pins in here. So I'm just using this little guy to pop these out. Try to be careful and save these so they can go back in when you're done. Also think we need to take that off, just pop it off. Little pliers right there. Again, this bolt is a 7mm. That pops out. This pops off. This one pops off. And we can see here, this guy kind of slides through. There's a slot in the liner, just slide it through. And I'm going to continue taking these pins out so we can just pull the whole cover off. All right, now that I've got all those out, we're just going to remove this liner. And we can get access to our camera underneath here. These bolts right here, they're all 7mm. That just removes this silver part here that the camera is underneath, so we have access to the rear of this to pop it out and put the new one in. I'll zoom you guys out so you can see those 7 bolts I'm talking about. I lied, they're in 8mm, so I'm gonna go grab an 8mm. So it's just 1, 2, supposed to be 3. That 3 there, and then lovely, that one is stuck. All right, move you guys so you can see there's some more bolts under here in this hole. Sorry, nuts. Here in this hole, you can kind of see. Now that I've got that piece popped out, we can have access to the camera in here. There we go. That just kind of slides out of there very carefully. It's clipping into place, as you can see here. So clips under there. To the back of the camera, so you can see it runs to right here. I'm just gonna unclip it there, kind of unroute that wire, and get a look at this guy. I see. Okay, so there's a little tab here that I'm going to hold down. Do that again so you guys can see. Okay, it's this little white tab right there. Very carefully push it down with your finger, slide out, and that is your camera wire. All right, and now, as you can see, we're actually going to pop the whole housing out first. So that involves squeezing right here on these tabs. Very gently, just on the side, and we will pop the camera out right there. So the camera sits in the housing with these two tabs. So you just have to kind of very carefully, one at a time, squeeze the tab, push that side down, and then squeeze the other tab and push that side down. So now we have removed our camera assembly. I've got a new one here. This one is from Amazon. Looks the same. Just making sure the pins match. They do match up. Looks the same. Wires are the same length. Camera housing is the same. This new one is just from Amazon. It's got a protector sticker on it at the moment. I'm just going to leave that on until I have it installed. Yeah, same stuff. Drop this back down. Make sure you install your camera the right way, so the camera facing out and not back towards the car. Pop this wire through here. And this guy should clip right in, just like that. My light popped back out. Right there. And then we're gonna route the wire the same way. So it was tucked right back here, slid into this little holder. Do my best, as it is an aftermarket camera. It might not fit perfectly. Make sure your tab is up so it clicks. Make sure it clicks. I think I'm actually going to put a little bit of dielectric grease in here, just because it looks like it sees some water. So I'm gonna go grab that. So this is just dielectric grease. You guys don't need to use this. I'm just using it to try to prolong the life of this little connector in there. I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit in there. Just helps keep everything clean. So once again, little tab. Line it up. Slides right in. Click. Make sure it's a good fit. Try to tuck this guy in there. And then we are gonna pop line up your pinholes. All right. Now that my camera is installed and plugged in, I'm going to go back in the car and test it. All right, I'm back in the car. I'm going to put it in reverse and cross our fingers that this camera, shoot, I still have the protector on it. Let's go take that off. All right, now our camera is working pretty darn good compared to the old one. And we also have our lines are still working just fine. You can see. Give her a little move. Park works. Put her in reverse again. Works pretty good. All right, now let's go put the bag back together. These little silver guys that we took out back in before I put the emblem back on, just because I can see right now that my holes are lined up, so we're just going to throw those back in. There. Okay, let go. Yeah, so now you have your camera reinstalled. Everything's back together, trunk liner back together, and you should be good to go.